Good afternoon. So in the previous session, we started with concept of debenture trustee, answer completed, notes writing is pending. Once after completion of the concept of debenture trustee, next we need to go into the next area called as a debenture redemption reserve. So DRR account creation, all these concepts we need to concentrate on. Okay. So see here, one by one let us complete the answer for this. Subsection number, please listen. Subsection number 5 will say that no company shall issue a prospectus or make an offer or invitation to the public or members exceeding 500 for subscription of debentures unless the debenture trustees are appointed. And he shall take reasonable steps to protect and to redress the grievances of the debenture holders. Next, any provision contained in the debenture trust deed or in any agreement attached to the debenture trust deed which relieve the debenture trustee from the liabilities attached to the trusteeship, that will become void, but relief can be given from that by the debenture holders, majority debenture holders holding not less than 3/4 in the value. Okay, so that's what we have done. Next, after that, a company shall pay interest and redeem the debentures in accordance with the terms of issue. Next one, if the assets of the company are insufficient or likely to be insufficient to pay the debentures, immediately he will make a petition to the tribunal and the tribunal will take a necessary actions as that it will not incur any future debts. Next, if a company fails to pay the debenture principal or interest, in such a case, the person will file an application. Either debenture trustee or any debenture holders can make an application. Tribunal will hear both the parties and order the company to forthwith pay the principal as well as interest. So these are all the various concepts that we have completed. Okay. So listen carefully to the point. We completed subsection number 5, 6, 7 like that. Continuously we completed till 10. Okay. Take time. Please read 5, 6, 7, proviso, 8, 9 and 10. Once you complete, we will start writing the notes. Please read and complete our fast. Shall we continue? Let's write down the answer. Write down one by one, everyone, please. Please, write down. Later you can talk. Write down when the appointment is mandatory. So when the appointment is mandatory, where a company issue debentures to the public or members more than 500 in number. In that case, appointment of debenture trustee becomes mandatory. B point. Next one. To protect the interests of investors and to redress grievances of debenture holders. duty in case of insufficiency or default. So write down up to here. So write down. So duty in case of insufficiency or default, 2 cases. So complete up to here, everyone. Next. Next one. D point, let us write down. Write down. Write down. Relief from liability and prohibitions. Write down. Relief from the liability. Hope you remember this point as well, everyone. So any provision in the debenture trust deed which exempts the debenture trustee from the liability for breach of trust or not exercising due diligence shall be generally void. But in a special case, when you take approvals, it is valid, it is permitted. Completed, everyone. So these are the main concepts which we need to remember with regard to this. But there is another one important rule which we didn't complete. Those are disqualifications of debenture trustee. What is the concept? Disqualifications of debenture trustee. That means when you can't get appointed as a debenture trustee in a company. That's the last one. That's not provided in the section. That's provided in the rules. These are the main points which you need to remember from the exam. Write down. Disqualifications of debenture trustee. Disqualifications of debenture trustee. So write down, sir, this is the last point in the debenture trustees issue. Disqualifications of debenture trustee. Keep the heading. We didn't complete this, we need to first read. Okay, see here. See here, everyone. Point number C. Point number C. Will you please stop talking, everyone, please? Point number C. A person shall not be appointed as a debenture trustee. As I already said, in this particular section, all the rules are not applicable for your exams. Only some rules are applicable, therefore we are reading only that content. Okay? So you can write the notes properly. The notes, whatever you are writing, is only applicable for your exams. So anyway, see there. Point number C. See there, point number C. Start. A person shall not be appointed as a debenture trustee. That means we are going to read qualifications or disqualifications are. Read. If he beneficially hold the shares. Beneficially hold the shares. Beneficial holding means share onwards you are getting the dividend, etc. If you are having some benefit coming from the company in the form of shares, you should not be appointed as a debenture trustee, but for a simple reason. When you are getting benefit from the company, against that company, why will you work? Independence of auditor concept you might have heard, na? Auditor should not hold shares in the company means why I should not hold shares? If you are holding shares and having voting rights, why you will write anything against the same company? Same happens also in the case of debenture holders, debenture trustee. So first thing, not being which holder? Beneficial holder. That means when you will be disqualified, if you are a beneficial holder of the shares, then you will be qualified or disqualified? Disqualified from getting appointed as a debenture trustee. Next one, second one. A person shall not be appointed as a debenture trustee if he is a promoter, director or KMP or any other officer or an employee of the company or of its holding or subsidiary or associate company. Let's read. Is beneficially entitled to monies which are to be paid by the company otherwise than as a remuneration to be payable to the debenture trustee, is indebted to the company, subsidiary, holding associate or a subsidiary of such holding company, has furnished any guarantee in respect of principal debt secured by the debentures or interest thereon, has any pecuniary relationship with the company amounting to 2% or more of the gross turnover or total income, or 50 lakhs or such higher amount as when prescribed, whichever is lower, during 2 immediately preceding financial years or during the current financial year. He is a relative of any promoter or is a person in employment of the company as a director or KMP. These are the things. Read it once. Completed reading? See here. First one. Beneficial holding is prohibited. You should not get benefit out of the shares of the company. Number one. Second one. You should not have any kind of managerial relationship with the company. Means, debenture trustee should not be a promoter, should not be a director, should not be a KMP, or any other officer or employee not only of that company, either that company, holding company, subsidiary company, associate company. Simply none of the group companies you should hold the position of a promoter, director, KMP, officer or an employee. Okay, this is one issue. Next, number 3. After that, is beneficially entitled. Sir, already beneficial interest is covered. First beneficial interest is on the shares. Next beneficial interest is any other amount other than shares and remuneration. Example, listen carefully. Company is having a factory building. Which building? Factory building. Belonging to Mr. A. Clear? Belonging to Mr. A. A's son is B, who is a debenture trustee. Now, on that factory, company will pay rent or not? Rent will be paid to Mr. A. Mr. A has written a deed saying that the rent from this particular factory should go to his son, Mr. B. Now you are not registered owner of the factory building. Your father is a registered owner, but you are beneficially receiving the amount from the company or not. You are also prohibited from becoming the debenture trustee. Repetition once again for those who are not in this world. Listen carefully again. Point is, whenever the debentures trustee want to get appointed, not only beneficial holding of shares, beneficial holding of any money is prohibited. Means what? Means there is a factory building. Factory belongs to Mr. A. A's son, Mr. B. Clear? A's son, Mr. B. B is holding this property beneficially. Registered in the name of father, but benefits out of that will be trespassed and passed to whom? B. B want to get appointed as a debenture trustee in the company. Cannot? Cannot. This is not a share beneficial interest, but it is a beneficial interest out of the property of the company. That is also prohibited. So 3 things we have seen. Number 1, beneficial holding in shares. Number 2 will be promoter, manager, promoter, KMP or director or officer employee. Completed. And third one will be any other beneficial holding on shares. And fourth one, see there, is indebted. First one is the shares. Fourth one is he is making a loan. That means technically he took a loan from the company. When you consider the indebtedness, subsidiary of holding company is also added. See there. Holding, subsidiary, first our company, holding, subsidiary, associate, subsidiary of the holding. Means what? X Limited is there, two subsidiaries are there. Y Limited, Z Limited. Z Limited is a subsidiary of holding company. One parent, two children. X Limited, Y Limited, Z Limited. X Limited is having another subsidiary, A Limited. Okay. If you observe clearly, this is our company. In this company, we want to appoint whom? Debenture trustee. Now we will be covering out our company, holding company. Okay. I will write the names directly. Our company, holding company, subsidiary company, subsidiary company to the holding company. This is more easy to understand rather than writing XYZ. See here. I want to get appointed as a debenture trustee in this company. When you are proposed to get appointed as a debenture trustee of this company, you need to check that you are not indebted either to the company or to the holding company or to the subsidiary company or to any of the associates and also to the subsidiary of this holding company. For our company, this is a holding or not? For this also it is a holding. Means what? One parent company, two children inside. Do you understand the point or not? Relation between these two is sister concerns. Sister concerns. Skoda and Volkswagen. Sister concerns. Skoda and Volkswagen, sister concerns. So both are sister concerns. So, listen please. Both are called as sister concerns. Means what? Skoda and Volkswagen are under one holding company called as a Bavarian Motor Works Limited, BMW. So, under one holding company, both are sister concerns. That's why the build quality of BMW, build quality of Skoda, build quality of Volkswagen, almost similar. BMW, okay, keep it aside, it's a high-range premium vehicle. When you see the Skoda vehicle and Volkswagen vehicle, both looks alike. Both are sister concerns having the same factory outlets. Do you understand the concept, everyone? Likewise, listen. So likewise, there are so many companies which are sister concerns. Sister concerns means both belongs to one common parent. Both belongs to one common parent. Have you came to know Datsun Go? Datsun Go. Okay, Nissan. Okay, Renault, Nissan, sister concerns. Renault and Nissan, sister concerns. You are having factory. When you are going on the way to Kanchipuram, you will find a area left side. There is a very big factory. It is a Nissan and Renault automobile factory is there. Assembly work will be done here. Parts manufactured in their country. Assembly work will be done in this particular Chennai and Kanchipuram in between. So there is a place. Those are all sister concerns. Sister concern means both belong to one common parent company. Likewise, Skoda and Volkswagen are sister concerns belonging to one common parent called as a Bavarian Motor Works Limited. Okay. So, likewise, when you are getting appointed as debenture trustee in the company, we will ensure that you are not indebted either in that company or in the holding or in the subsidiary of its holding company. You should not be indebted to any particular company here. The most important point is value is irrelevant. 1 rupee outstanding also will disqualify you. They didn't tell exceeding that much amount, this much amount. If you are indebted, that's all, you are disqualified. Amount is irrelevant. Understood the point or not, everyone? Okay. So this is the next disqualification that gets attracted. Okay, next. Next one. Read, sir. Has furnished any guarantee in respect of principal debt secured by the debentures or interest thereon. Read that a minute. Please read that properly. Okay? Listen, what is the difference between 4 and 5? 4 indebtedness, 5 guarantee. Yeah? Great observation. 4 is on? Sir, listen. 4th one is debenture trustee is indebted to the company. 5th one is reverse. Company issued debentures. Company issued what? Debentures will be secured or unsecured generally? Huh? 2 types of security will be there. Asset security, personal security. Asset security, personal security. Again I repeat, who issued debentures? Who issued debentures? What should be the security? Asset. And also personal security. That personal security is the debenture trustee. That means he has furnished a guarantee in respect of principal debts secured by the debentures. That means, try to understand clearly, he has furnished a guarantee on behalf of company to the third party. Clear, everyone? So therefore, try to understand, I furnished a guarantee for the debentures of the company. If company fails to pay, sell the assets, any balance is there, then I will pay. First case la I am indebted, second case la I am the guarantor to the company's debentures. Clear? That's the next one. Next, 6th one. Has any pecuniary interest? Sir, what is pecuniary relationship? Pecuniary means a monetary. Any kind of monetary relation. Beneficial shareholding covered. Beneficial shareholding covered. Any other beneficial money receipt is covered. Clear? Indebtedness covered. Guarantee is covered. Beyond this, what will be there, sir? Sales and purchases will be there. Rendering of services will be there. You should not be a biggest contributor to the company. That means your pecuniary relationship with the company, your monetary relationship with the company, either 2 years prior or in the current financial year, should not exceed 2% of the gross turnover or total income or rupees. See there, sir, or rupees, whichever is lower, not higher, or such a higher amount, he said. As of now, nothing is specified, take only 50 lakh. So 2% of the gross turnover or 2% of the total income or rupees 50 lakh, whichever is lower. Lower amount, if it exceeds the lower amount, then automatically you are disqualified to become a debenture trustee. I repeat once again. 6th one is talking about any pecuniary relation. Means a monetary relation you have. Okay. If you observe clearly to the point, when I am taking out the monetary relationship, pecuniary, only that company is covered, not the group. With the company, holding company, subsidiary company, associate company, all those are not covered. Only who is covered? That company in which I am getting appointed, that is only covered. Clear, everyone? Next. Last one. I am not a promoter, but I am a relative to the promoter or employee of a company. Technically, which kind of employee? Director or a KMP. Simply, I am a relative to the promoter or a director or a KMP. You are prohibited from becoming a debenture trustee. all the things whatever we have read are, qualifications or disqualifications are. These are all disqualifications. Up to here, understood? Take a minute time, please read all the 7 points once, we will write the notes. So please read, sir. When a chance is given to you, please read, or else you tell, I will write at least. Please read it properly, all the 7 points. One share also. Beneficially, if you hold even one share, it is attracted. Completed? Sir, completed everyone? Yes. Furnished any guarantee in respect to the principal debt secured by debentures or interest thereon. Company has issued debentures. Company has issued debentures, secured debentures. When secured debentures are issued, automatically whenever the company could not pay either the principal amount or interest amount, assets will be sold and money will be paid. Assets were paid, but money is insufficient. In such case, a person will give a personal guarantee, also called as a surety. If debenture trustee is the surety in that case, he will have interest in the debenture hold. So he can't become a debenture trustee. Company issued debentures, some debentures, not to the debentures where he want to become debenture trustee. Some debentures, 2-3 years back they issued debentures. For that I am a surety. That means I will be always looking after that particular company with some interest. In such a case, you can't become the debenture trustee because you are having some interest in the company. Simply to tell, debenture trustee should not have any link with the company previously. That's all. Company made debentures. On the debentures default, you are acting as a surety. If company default, you should pay. So you will never accept that company is defaulted. Then how can you work as a debenture trustee? That's all. Whenever company commits a default, who should expose that? Debenture trustee has to expose to the NCLT. When you yourself is a surety, you will always try to tell the company is not a defaultee. So therefore, you can't become a debenture trustee. Okay. Sir, everyone understood all the 7 points clearly? Sir, listen carefully. Sir, please listen. If debenture trustee, sir, please, I need to check all these things before becoming debenture trustee, after becoming debenture trustee. That means after becoming a debenture trustee, if I acquire the shares beneficially, then what will happen? Qualification and disqualification, keep it away. You will become vacant. That's why next point is a casual vacancy. Automatically the office will become casually vacant. Okay, see there. The board may, read, the board may fill any casual vacancy in the office of the trustee, but while any such vacancy continues, the remaining trustee or trustees, if any, may act. If there are 4 or 5 debenture trustees, if any one hold the shares in beneficial interest, because of disqualification, his office will become vacant, casually vacancy. Remaining can continue. Sir, in my company, remaining not there, sir. What to do? Fill the casual vacancy. Fill the, read, continue. Provided that where such vacancy is caused, not because of disqualification, but because of what? Resignation of debenture trustee, the vacancy shall be filled, shall only be filled with the written consent of the majority of debenture holders. Next, continue. Any debenture trustee may be removed from office before the expiry of his term only if it is approved by the holders of not less than 3/4 in the value of debentures outstanding at their meeting. Here majority there or not there? That means the meaning is there for the word majority or not? That's all. Here the word majority is not there. Here majority not required. 3/4 in the value of debenture holders is enough. But in the previous part, relief from the liability, majority holding not less than 3/4. That's why you need to give importance to the words clearly. So now also read point number D, proviso and E. As soon as possible. Read it please everyone. D, proviso and E. Once you complete, we will consolidate everything and write the notes. Shall I continue? Okay, see here. Let's write down the answer. While writing itself, we will make the notes with regard to the casual vacancy as well. Disqualifications of debenture trustee and continue. Filling CV, casual vacancy. Sir, by the way, do you know what do you mean by a casual vacancy? What do you mean by casual vacancy? I think in auditing it will come. Casual vacancy of an auditor. Okay. Can you please explain me what is a casual vacancy? Means, my question is clear, listen. Casually means normally or abnormally? Casually means normally or abnormally? Answer? It is abnormal. Listen carefully. Point number 1, expected answer. So, abnormal things are called as accidental things. Emergencies are called as casual. Sir, I will tell you one important reasoning for this. Maybe you can understand with this. Listen. So, the point is, for example, 2 persons are working in a company. General example, outside the Companies Act. 2 persons are working inside a company. Salespersons. Okay, so there are thousands of employees. These 2 also working in the company. Company said that a policy, every salesperson, there will be 2 salespersons in a set, A and B. Every half an hour, these 2 sales managers should make a call and they have to confirm how many sales have been completed. They need to update each other. Like that, if there are 150 sets will be made. Clear? 50 sets, 2 persons will there. They have to coordinate with themselves in every half an hour by making a call. Okay, how many sales happened in your area? How many sales happened in my area? They need to update for every half an hour. Okay? Now answer. 9 o'clock office hours will start till 6 o'clock in the evening. Clear? A will call B, B will call A. 9:30, A called B. Immediately, for what purpose he would have called? Update the status. 10:30, B called A. For what purpose? Update in the status. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In between, if you call, it is a confirmed thing that you will call only to update the status of sales. Clear? Huh? After that, you need not make a call. You can go to your home. 9:30 at night on a day, A called B. At the time, he will definitely ask why you called. Clear? He will tell, I called casually. Casually means it is out of generality. Yeah? It is a general, out of the general. Is a casual. That's why even in case of hospitals, emergencies are called as casualties. Casualties means accident cases, emergencies, which are unprecedented. You can't imagine that it happens. Those are all called as casualty. Casualty means accident cases will go to casualty. Casualty in India, words are interchangeably used. We will use the word. Body language of using casually. Casually. But really it's not casually. Casually. Like this it should be. Are you understanding the point? Are you understanding, everyone? Casually. It should not be. Ila undal expression. There should be some sort of surprise. Then it will be called as casual. So, casual vacancy in the office of auditor means what? Sudden occurrences of vacancies, which are not because of the tenure completions. Suddenly it happened. So, these removals, resignations suddenly happening. So, abnormality will always release a concept called as a casual vacancy. So, casual vacancy, suddenly one of the promoter of the company, one of the debenture trustee of the company has been indebted to the company. On a sudden occurrence of indebtedness, office becomes vacant. Clear or not, everyone in the class? So, casual vacancy means normal, abnormal. Abnormal is casual. We generally use from the early childhood, why you call me casually? So, it's not casually. Casually means something wrong might have happened. Are you understanding or not? We generally don't even understand intent of anything. With small kids, you will generally people, say small kids, 4 years or 5 years kids will be there. They use it to sing a song, or even parents use it to sing. Ringa ringa roses. So, we generally don't understand the intents, what they want to convey. Actually, when in early 1500s, when there is a Spanish flu, kids used to die because of Spanish flu. Kids aged around 3 years or 4 years, 5 years, kids used to die. Therefore, like small roses, they used to fall and die because of Spanish flu. Okay, listen. You are the Spanish flu for the class. Listen. So, children got affected with Spanish flu. They died. 3 years or 4 years, roses like kids fell down to the ground and they died. And not in ones or tens, thousands and thousands of children are going die. So, they brought all the dead bodies to one single place. Those people, parents, everything. Small kids, heap of dead bodies came into one single set. All the parents out of screaming, weeping in pain. They started revolving around that particular thing and they started singing that song. That song passed generations. But we are now singing that song out of anxiety, happiness. That means the intent for which you can Google. If you Google that first thing, you will get when that song was first to come. So when Spanish flu was severely there, this contagious COVID is very small when compared to that. Crores died at that time. So 2-3 crore people died because of the Spanish flu. At the time kids got affected, they sang that song. But today we are singing that out of happiness, fancy dress competitions. Wherever possible we are putting that song. But really the intent is like that. So casually also like that. We will see casually, I don't know, when it comes to Indian English, especially, we use the words interchangeably. The intention of the word I will change. Casually, we will call casual means it's something which is general. That's why we all have a wrong notion. Casual means general. Casual means it's an abnormal, sudden occurrence, emergency, accidental cases. Those are called as casual. That's why hospital accident wards will be called as casualties. Sudden, abnormal, accidental occurrences will go into that. Sir, anyway, disqualifications of debenture trustee and filling casual vacancies in the office. All these things we need to write now. Hope everyone understood the 7 disqualifications first. 7 disqualifications. Write down, sir. First, let us write down disqualifications clearly. Write down. Disqualifications. Write down. Beneficial shareholder. Please write down. I will not wait for you to write. Please write along with me. Beneficial shareholding. Next one. Next one. 4 things we read. Promoter, director, KMP, officer or employee of the company, holding company, subsidiary company, associate company. Completed first three. Tell me what is the next one? Indebtedness to whom? Guarantor to the debentures of company. Guarantor to the debentures of company. So holding any money beneficially, indebtedness to the company, holding company or associate company or subsidiary of holding company. Next one, guarantor to the debentures of company. Next one. Tell me sir, there are only another two. Pecuniary relationship. Write down. So tell me. Pecuniary relationship exceeding 2% of gross turnover or whichever is lower. So completed writing up to here, everyone. So, Zoom, 1 second. Sir, 1 minute, I will do that. Sir, if you see, beneficial shareholding, promoter, director, KMP or officer of either of the company holding subsidiary associate, holding any money beneficially, indebtedness to the company, holding company, subsidiary company, associate company or subsidiary company of the holding company, guarantor to the debentures of the company, any pecuniary relationship in the preceding financial year or the current financial year exceeding or equal to also should be there. Exceeding or equal to 2% of the gross gross turnover or total income or rupees 50 lakh, whichever is lower. And last one is not related to promoter or director or KMP. Oh, I have written not related. Okay. Sorry. Related to. Write it down. Please copy down the answer, everyone. Completed? So, these are all the qualifications or disqualifications of a debenture trustee. These are all disqualifications. Write down. Casual vacancy and filling thereon. Please, not yet completed. Casual vacancy and filling thereon. Three kinds are there. Case number 1. Sir, will you please stop talking, everyone? First one, casual vacancy caused by resignation. Read and then only we will write. See here. Casual vacancy, if it is caused by resignation, proviso, vacancy shall be filled with the written consent of the majority of debenture holders. That means only with whose consent we need to fill that? Write down. First one. Okay, can be filled with the consent of a majority of debenture holders. That means you can fill that only if you have taken the consent of the debenture holders, a majority. Majority. That's all. Second one. Caused by removal. Okay, see there. If the casual vacancy is caused by removal, not by resignation, then what will be the procedure? Let us see. Point number E. Any debenture trustee may be removed from the office before expiry of his term only if it is approved by the holders of not less than 3/4 in the value of the debentures outstanding at their meeting. Simply, see here. First thing is how to remove. Next one is how to fill. How to remove? Board will remove them, but with the consent of debenture holders holding not less than how much in value? not less than 3/4 in value. Board will remove. And who will fill? General point was there. Point number D. Board may fill any casual vacancy. Okay. Filling of casual vacancy will be done only by whom? Board of Directors. Okay. Filling of casual vacancy of debenture trustee will be done by whom? Board of Directors. But when you are filling because of resignation, take the consent and then fill. If you want to remove him. But the removal must be made by the board only with the consent of debenture holders holding not less than 3/4 in value. Okay. Right now. Removal. Filled by Board of Directors. So removal requires the consent of debenture holders holding not less than 3/4 in value and filled by the Board of Directors. Last set. Last. Other cases. Board of Directors will casual vacancy. Board of Directors will fill casual vacancy. Board of Directors will fill casual vacancy. So all the concepts of debenture trustees as made applicable for exams is over. Sir, once for all. Sir, everyone completed writing? Why you didn't write? Okay, now? See here. This is all the chart on debenture trustees. This is a chart on debenture trustees and related concepts. So once we completed this, the next area that was remaining for us is only one concept is there called as debenture redemption reserve. Debenture redemption reserve. There are two concepts in that: debenture redemption reserve, debenture redemption fund. Two concepts are there. In accounts we call it as a sinking fund. Debenture redemption fund, other name is called as sinking fund. Okay. You will find in accountancy debentures, redemption of debentures chapter will be there. Their sinking fund concept you will learn. Theoretically I will be explaining now here. Okay. So the concept is debenture redemption reserve and debenture redemption reserve investment, also called as debenture redemption fund. Point number, topic number 1 or 2. Give the heading 3. debenture redemption reserve and debenture redemption fund. So see here, please everyone, debenture redemption reserve, debenture redemption fund. Two concepts are there. In the institute study material or in the bare rules, they made it as much complicated as possible, such that no person should understand it. But to summarize everything, I have one big chart which explains the whole concept of DRR as well as the DRF. DRF is also called as a debenture redemption investment reserve. Okay, meanings, everything we will understand. Before we go into that, section says what? Let us see. Subsection number 4, I want you to read. 4, subsection 4, where debentures are issued by a company under this section, the company shall create a debenture redemption reserve, a debenture redemption reserve account out of the profits of the company available for payment of dividend, and the amount credited to such account shall not be utilized by the company except for the purpose of redemption of debentures. Subsection number 5, 6, 7, all those things already completed. Completed or not? 1, 2, 3 also over. 4th one is remaining. That also we completed now. So what this section want to convey is, whenever company issue debentures, where debentures are issued by a company under this section, company shall create a debenture redemption reserve account out of the profits available for payment of dividend. Reserve means it should not be just for the namesake a reserve. It should be really a cash reserve. Therefore, if you really want to pay, you should have paid dividend from that reserve. That means it should be a free reserve. From the free reserves, you need to transfer amount to which account? Debenture redemption reserve account. And the account credited with this amount should not be utilized for any purpose other than for redemption of debentures. This is what they said. This is a general provision. So first one, when it is required, whenever company issue the debentures, it is a mandatory to create which reserve? Debenture redemption reserve account. Number 2, after that, it should be created out of what? Out of the profits of the company available for payment of dividend. And the third very important thing, what is the purpose of utilization? It should be utilized only for the purpose of. That's all. Now the last 4th one. Who should create DRR? How much I should create? And what is the time limit for creation? All these things are said in the rules. Rules, they said each and every point other than these 3 points covered here. That rule content only I summarized it in a clear format. Okay, I will write that chart for today. Night I will sit and I will write that. Mainly I will make it more pictorially easy. And I will bring hardly 15-20 minutes it will take for us in the next session to complete. Once completed, we will go to the deposits chapter, as I said. Actually, I prepared to complete that today, but time is not enough. We can't complete today the DRR. 15 minutes to 20 minutes it will take. Once completed, we will be starting with the next area called as deposits in the company. Okay. So we will leave for today. Tomorrow session we start with DRR first. Notes I will write and come. So notes writing time will be saved. Okay. So thank you very much.